Hello everyone, welcome back to the Python programming series. In the previous lecture, we learned about Python strings. In today's lecture, we will learn list in Python, one of the most useful data structure used to store multiple values in a single variable. Let's get started. What is a list? A list is a collection of multiple items stored inside square brackets. A list can store numbers, strings, boolean values, different type data types together. Features of list: ordered, mutable, can be changed, index based, can store multiple data types. Creating a list. Method 1: using square brackets. So let's do an example of creating a list. It is very easy to create a list. First we use square brackets, then any data type, 20, and print numbers. We get the list 10, 20, 30 in square bracket. A list stores multiple values in a single variable. Values are written inside square brackets separated by commas. Numbers store three integers. A list can store any data types: integer, strings, floats, booleans, even a mix of different types in the same list. There are four key features of a list. It is ordered, meaning elements stay in order. You put them. It is a mutable, meaning you can change values after creation. It is index based, so you access element using position numbers, and it can store multiple data types together. Method 2: using list constructor. So let's do an example of using list constructor. Numbers equal to list 10, 20, 30, 40. Print numbers. Letters equal to list Python. Print letters. Let's run this code. We get two lists, one list of integers 10, 20, 30, 40, and one of string Python. The list constructor converts other sequences into a list. List 10, 20, 30, 14 round brackets converts a tuple into a list. List Python converts the string into a list of individual characters. Each character becomes a separate element. This is very useful when you receive data in one format and need to convert it to a list to work with it. Method 3: repeating elements. So let's do an example of method 3. Numbers equal to five into 5. Print numbers. Let's run this code. We get 5 times in a list. The asterisk operator repeats the list content. 5 in a close bracket asterisk 5 creates a list with the value 5 repeated 5 times. This is useful when you want to create a list with a default value. Assessing elements. List use indexing. Positive indexing starts from 0, negative indexing start from -1. So let's do an example of both positive indexing and negative indexing. Numbers equal to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Print numbers 0, print numbers -1. Let's run this code. We get 10 and 50. List indexing work exactly like string indexing. Positive indexing starts from 0. Numbers 0 is 10. This is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Index of 10 is 0, index of 20 is 1, index of 32. So index of 0 is 10, so output is 10. And negative indexing start from -1 at the end. So index of 50 is -1, index of 40 is -2. So output of numbers -1 is 50. Use positive indexing to access from the front and negative indexing to access from the back. Updating elements. Lists are mutable, so we can change value. Numbers. So let's do an example of updating elements. Numbers equal to 10, 20, 30. Numbers 1 equal to 25. Print numbers. Let's run this code. We get 10, 25, 30. Unlike strings, lists are mutable. You can change individual elements directly using their index. Numbers 1 equal to 25 go to index 1, which currently holds 20, and replace it with 25. The list is now 10, 25, 30. This is one of the biggest difference between strings and list. String cannot be changed in place, but lists can. Adding elements. Append adds an element at the end. So let's do an example of append. Numbers equal to 10, 20. Numbers dot append 30. Print numbers. Let's run this code. We get 10, 20, 30 in square brackets in output. Appends adds a single element at the end of the list. 30 is added after 20. So this is how append work. Insert adds an element at a specific position. So let's do an example of insert. If I write here 30 and here insert, and here 1 comma 20. Let's run this code. We get output 10 comma 20 comma 30. Insert, this is index comma value, adds an element at a specific position. So specific position is index 1. In here index 1 value is 30. So insert will add 20 to the position 1 and 30 will go to the index 2. Here we insert 20 at index 1, it pushes 30 to index 2. So this is how insert works. Extend, add element, adds multiple elements. So let's do an example of extend. Extend, here I write 10 comma 20, and here I write 30 comma 40 comma 50. Let's run this code. Here we have to write this in square brackets because it is necessary to write the numbers in square brackets in extend. We get output 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. Extend, add multiple element at once from another list. It joins the two lists together. Simple rule, use append for one element at the end, insert for one element at a specific position, and extend for multiple elements at the end. Removing elements. Removes an element by value. So let's do an example of remove. 10 comma 20 comma 30. Here I write remove and here I write 20. Let's run this code. Remove value finds the first occurrence of that value and removes it. Here 20 is removed by its value. Numbers equal to 10 comma 20 comma 30. Numbers dot pop, print numbers. Remove value finds the first occurrence of that value and removes it. Here is 20. Here 20 is removed by its value. Now pop removes the last element. PO. Let's run this code. We get 10 comma 20. Pop with no arguments remove the last element, and if pop round brackets index removes the element at the specific index. If I write here 1, then it gives output 10 comma 30. Here it removed 20 from the list. Pop index removes the element at the specific index. Remove by index. Now del deletes an element using its index. So let's do an example of del. Del. Del numbers 1. Let's run this code. we get output 10 comma 30. Del with an index also remove an element by position similar to pop round bracket index. Clear remove all elements. So let's do an example of clear. Numbers dot clear. Let's run this code. We get an empty list. Clear remove all elements at one, leaving an empty list. So use remove when you know the value, pop or del when you know the index, and clear when you want to empty the entire list. Iterating through a list. We can use a for loop to access every elements. So let's do an example of iterating through a list. Fruits equal to apple, banana, mango. For fruits, for fruit in fruits, print fruit. This is the simplest way. The loop go through each item directly. Fruit hold each value one by one. Output apple, banana, mango on separate line. And if I write for I in range alien fruits print I fruits I. Let's run this. We get 0 apple, 1 banana, 2 mango. This second method gives you the index number as well. Range alien fruits generates 0, 1, 2. Then fruits I gives the element at each position. Use the first method when you only need the values. Use the second when you need both the index number and the value. Using index with list completed. Nested list. A list can contain another list. This is called a nested list. So let's do an example of nested list. Data equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Print data, print data 0, print data 1 and 0. Let's run this code. We get these outputs. A nested list is a list that contains other list as its element. Here data has two elements. Each element is itself a list. So data 0 accesses the first inner list, 10, 20 as output. Data square bracket 1 square bracket 0. First data 1 gives the second inner list 30, 40. Then 0 gives the first element of that inner list, which is 30. Think of a nested list like a table data row and column. The first index selects the row, the second selects the column within that row. Nested lists are very useful for storing grid-like data, like a matrix, a game board, or a table of values. Assessing nested list elements completed. So summary. Today we'll learn what is a list, features of a list, creating a list constructor, repeating elements, assessing elements, positive and negative indexing, updating elements, append, insert, extend, remove, pop, del, clear, iterating through list, nested lists. Lists are one of the most important data structures in Python. They are widely used because they are mutable, ordered, and can store different types of data. Practice these examples before moving to the next topic. So this is it for the today lecture.